Simpkins Commercial and Family Hotel. I'm just delighted that you decided to join us for our bit of light entertainment this afternoon. Now, allow me to explain, before we get started, just a few important notes. Now, not that we've ever had anything like a fire or an emergency here at the Simpkins Hotel. Perish the thought. Should such a nasty incident occur, my excellent house manager will direct you to exit the space through the double doors and proceed to the stairway at the end of the hall. On to happier topics. After the first play, we will have a 15-minute intermission with our famous treats and beverages in the Savoy Lounge, which is the area just behind your seats. If you should find yourself short of ready cash, do not panic. We pride ourselves on being up to date here in the borough, and we are ready to take your carte du crédit. And should you find you need the necessary room, we also pride ourselves on our up-to-date indoor plumbing facilities. Simply exit through the doors, turn right, and turn right again at the end of this hall. If you should find there's a queue, we can direct you to other facilities on the first floor. Now, our entertainment company for the afternoon has asked me to mention something very important and dear to their hearts. Evidently, they have a whole group of wonderful, loyal, generous followers who make sure that they are able to stay on stage in a financial sense. They refer to these wonderful individuals as their patrons, and wanted me to express to you how very appreciative they are of everything you do for us then. In fact, they've even provided these dear little envelopes in your programs with which you can become a patron too. I must say, they have been such a delight to work with, and the price was certainly right. So I'm thinking of becoming a patron myself. I do encourage you to join me. Now, one last but not least thing. We have one very strict house rule here at Simpkins, and that has to do with those little devices. You know, those cellular items. Do make sure that they are on silent, or better yet, put them away. We are in the Victorian era, after all. Again, welcome, and I do hope you enjoy your stay here at the Simpkins Family Hotel. Where's that going to, James?
Yes, ma'am. It's for Mr. John Smith, ma'am. Simpkins Commercial and Family Hotel Borough.
Very good. Then it goes into 15. Mr. Smith is in there.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, Lord. That rampageous customer again.
It's extraordinary, the quantity of letters and luggage which have just arrived for that particularly seedy young man. I can't understand it at all. He hasn't a penny in the world, to my certain knowledge. When I send in my bill, he always sends it right back with promise of payment in 3 months. Fortunately, I know something of his family. I'll not lose by him. Besides, I must confess the quantity of luggage is reassuring. He's a nice young man. I can't think why James is so afraid to venture into his room. What's the matter now?
Oh, if you please, ma'am. Mr. John Smith is pained to think you should have had the trouble of sending the luggage up to him. He says it's for the other John Smith.
The other John Smith? Oh, of course. There's one in 11. That's the second time this week that John Smith in 15 has kicked James Cummings out of 15. I'm sure I do wish his uncle, that master mariner, would arrive from Barbados and clear my house of him.
Please, honey. Mr. Smith has sent his respectful compliments and says it's for the third John Smith.
3 John Smiths? Lord preserve us! Oh, why there are! There must be a gathering of the clan of John Smith in the borough, and they've made my house their headquarters.
I beg your pardon, ma'am. May I ask if you have such a thing as a John Smith stopping at this hotel?
I rather think I have. How many of them might you happen to want?
How many might I happen to want, ma'am?
Because I've got no less than 3 of them. 11, 13, 15.
3 John Smiths? Rapture! One of them is certain to be my man. Anna Maria, Amelia Ann, Ferdinand Boker, it's all right. Come on in. 3 John Smiths, my dears. Think of it.
3 John Smiths?
Yes, no less than 3 John Smiths. We'll stop here, ma'am. 3 rooms as soon as you can get them ready.
25, 26, and 27.
My daughter, Amelia Ann, will occupy room 25. This is my daughter, Amelia Ann. Without exception, the most modest and bewitching little rosebud.
Papa, dear, don't.
There, didn't I tell you? There's a blush for you. My nephew, Ferdinand Boker, will occupy 27. This is my nephew, Ferdinand Boker, without exception, the strongest and pluckiest young dog in Middlesex.
Come, I know. I say, you know, Uncle.
And my wife, my second wife, Anna Maria, will occupy, and myself will occupy room 26. This is my wife, Anna Maria, without exception, the loveliest and most wonderful little wife in England.
Oh, nonsense, Catterby. Go on with your nonsense, do.
Well, this seems altogether an unexceptional family party. Want the rooms for long, sir?
Well, that's the question of all others of which I'm most anxious to have answered. I don't know.
I see. Business.
Business. Allow me to explain.
Oh, dear, dear. Now Papa is going to begin one of his explanations.
In the first place, you must know that I am the tenant for Autreville of certain property bringing in 300 a year. Do you understand?
Well, no, sir, I can't say I do exactly.
Allow me to explain. I put a case to you, Mrs. Simpkins. I want to settle on you 300 a year.
You don't mean that, sir.
No, of course I don't mean it, but say I do it, and there's an end of it. That's the simplest way of doing it. But suppose instead of settling it on you absolutely, I settle it on you during the life of, say, your head waiter, don't you see?
What's being settled on me?
Nothing. I think I do, sir.
Very good. One Smith, a distant relation of mine, has settled on me property worth 300 a year during the life of his nephew, one John Smith.
But what did he want to do that for?
Precisely the very question I'm asking myself. Every day, every hour, every minute. What in the devil's name did this distant relation of mine mean by making my annual income depend on the life of his confounded nephew for? He'd much better have left me alone. Poor, I was happy. Rich, I am miserable. How to ensure the life of this infernal John Smith is a problem that haunts me night and day. It's a hideous nemesis, ma'am, dressed in 5-pound notes.
And an uncommonly pretty dress, too.
But, unfortunately, before I can claim the money, I must prove John Smith existing beyond all doubt. Because if he's already dead, I don't get anything.
Of course.
But I happened to hear last evening that a certain John Smith, answering to the description of my John Smith, is stopping at this hotel. So here I am to identify him, if possible, and get him to prove his own existence. Now you understand?
Perfectly. As I said before, sir, I have 3 John Smiths, one in number 11, one in number 13, and one in number...
I'll start with number 11. Hello. Why, they're all asleep.
Poor things. Quite tired out with the fatigue of the journey.
No, I don't think it can be that, for it's been a week since they made it. And they came to town, up to London, before me in order to purchase my daughter's trousseau. She's to be married to my nephew. But now, number 11.
Those are for John Smith.
Which one again?
Oh, who cares?
Well, I do believe I was half asleep.
Well, that's very odd. So was I.
Ferdinand Boker, you don't mean to say that you've actually been to sleep in the society of your Amelia Ann? For shame, sir.
My dear aunt, when Uncle Catterby begins to explain something, crowbars wouldn't open my eyes. Besides, Amelia Ann can feast her eyes on me as I sleep with less reserve than if I were awake. Can't you, Amelia Ann?
Insufferable puppy. Oh, how different to the devoted young man who had that little black mustache and paid such attention to me at the licensed fiddler's ball, and who has been following us about for the last 12 months. Good heavens!
'Tis he!
Oh, nothing.
You said, good heavens, 'tis he.
I? Oh, quite a mistake.
And so did you.
Oh, I'm sure I don't know what you mean. It's the handsome unknown.
Undoubtedly.
Having advertisements to follow us here?
This must be quiet.
Here's a pretty mess. I went into number 11 and soon found number 11 wasn't my man.
Well, what of that?
Allow me to explain. The man whom I mistook for my John Smith mistook me for a sheriff's officer who's been in pursuit of him. He threatened to throw me out the window, and indeed, he had almost gotten me over the area spikes when I started to explain who I was. And, well, Funny, wasn't it? But now for number 13. I'll be back in a minute.
Well, ladies, your rooms are quite ready.
Very well, Mrs. Simpkins. Come along, Amelia Ann.
Oh, would you like to see your room, sir?
Well, I had it cleaned first, ma'am.
It's quite clean, sir. Would you like to see it?
No, ma'am.
Rather stop here, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Waiting for the old gentleman, I suppose.
Hey,
Singular old gentleman.
what's that?
Singular old gentleman, sir.
Do you see this, ma'am? Feel that arm. Now, if you dare to speak disrespectfully of any of my relations, I'll wring your head waiter's neck, ma'am.
Another adventure.
An adventure, sir?
Allow me to explain. I went into number 13 and, rushing into the room, clasped him in my arms. And I found to my surprise that instead of a hale youth of 8 and 20, I was embracing an irascible old madman of 60 who thought I was a keeper come to take him back to the asylum.
A madman? And did he resist, sir?
Resist? I should think he did. He flew at me like a tiger and wanted me to sit down on his stove. But I began to explain and, well...
Oh, do me. I'm very sorry you should have had so much trouble about it, sir. Perhaps you'd like to try number 15.
No, I've had enough of rushing in uninvited into rooms occupied by John Smiths. No, I'll go into the wait in the coffee room, shall I? And wait till he comes by. Come along, Ferdinand. Hello, sir.
Now then, sir.
Where are you going to, sir?
Well, if it comes to that, where are you shoving to, sir?
You are a clumsy fellow, sir.
Oh, well, you're a fool, sir.
You are impertinent, sir.
I meant to be, sir.
I am a mature man of 54, and you are a mere boy, sir. A mere boy.
Then you should know better. There is some excuse for a mere boy, but such disrespectful conduct from an old fellow of 54 such as yourself is inexcusable. Go along, I'm ashamed of you.
You shall answer to me for this language, sir.
Oh, go to the devil.
Sir!
Go on, don't bother.
You shall give me satisfaction, sir.
Eh?
In the person of my nephew, sir.
What?
You shall thrash him, Ferdinand.
But I say,
You shall.
this gentleman hasn't insulted me.
Remember, Amelia Ann, she is not yours yet. Yes, Ferdinand, you are fairly matched.
Do not insult me by comparing me with such a thing as that.
Yes, Sir Ferdinand, he calls you a thing.
Well, I am.
Remember, Amelia Ann?
Oh, Lord, I suppose I'm in for it. Sir! It's only fair to tell you, sir, that I am remarkably powerful. My strength, sir, is absolutely prodigious. I can knock his head off his shoulders at a single blow.
What? You?
Yes, sir, I. Come!
serious a matter to be comfortably arranged. He has insulted the entire family in the person of your hat. Ferdinand, only cold steel will set it right.
Cold steel, a hot iron's all that's necessary. Bring it, I may be killed.
Of course you will. May. Ferdinand, if in that unfortunate circumstance, Amelia Ann will carve your epitaph upon your tomb with her own fair hand, what more could you want?
But I still don't see why I
And
should
if
have...
that's not enough, then I promise to plant a cypress next to your tomb and water it with my own tears.
You will.
I will.
That decides me. Time, place, and weapons, sir.
Whenever, wherever, and whatever you like.
Very good. This day month, then, sir.
This day month, oh bosh. Say today.
Today be it then. Where?
Anywhere you like.
Oxford Street at 3.
Better make it Wimbledon Commons.
Very good. Wimbledon Common. Weapons?
Oh, anything.
Very good. Pistols?
I am agreeable.
At 100 paces.
Ha! 100 paces. Nonsense. 20.
Good. At 20 paces with swords.
Nonsense. Pistols. In 1 hour, I shall call for you.
In an hour I shall be ready.
Well, that's comfortably settled.
Very much so. But where are you going to?
Why? I'm off to find my John Smith, to be sure.
Ah, I see a plan of escape. I'll come too.
No, no, no. You must remain here and bid a last farewell to Amelia Ann.
What do you mean by a last farewell?
Well, it's impossible to say what may happen, and if...
Oh, but come, don't talk like that, you know.
Ferdinand, it is absurd to blind yourself to the possibility that in an hour you may be dead. No, no, you must stop here and dry your dear cousin fiance's tears.
Cold-blooded old scarecrow. He's a nice fellow to risk one's life for. Well, after all, it's not so much for him as for Amelia Ann, for her hand appears to depend upon my meeting this fire-eating devil. But perhaps I shan't be hit after all. My adversary's not so much a formidable fellow to look at, and I'm a pretty good shot too. Yes, I dare say I shall get a pop at him while no one's looking. Hello, old Caterpie's voice again. Easel. Assassin is a fellow with him. They can't have come for me already.
No, young man, I shan't leave you until I've absolutely overwhelmed you with the abundance of my gratitude.
Your gratitude? Why, heyday, what's all this?
Don't mention it. It was nothing at all.
Nothing at all? Why, if it hadn't been for you, I might have had my neck broken.
Had your neck broken? How?
Allow me to explain. I went out into the street and after I got there, I called a four-wheeled cab. And before we had hardly started when, by a misfortune unprecedented, the horse got the bit between his teeth. He took off, and I, in an agony of terror, implored the driver to restrain his infuriated animal. All in vain. The harder he pulled, the faster the beast ran. In short, a catastrophe was imminent, when, all of a sudden, this intrepid youth seized the reins at the peril of his life and stopped the cab. I alighted and stood on the pavement once more, out of breath, but otherwise uninjured.
Oh, then this is the gentleman who...
This, Ferdinand, is the gentleman who performed that miracle of daring.
My dear sir, I mean, don't excite yourself. I would have done it for any old fool.
Noble preserver, but that don't diminish the debt of gratitude I owe you. Why, if I happened to have such a thing as a die-striking machine about me, I'd strike you a commemorative medal on the spot. If, in the absence of that instrument, a modest steak and a half pint of port.
Thank you. I've dined.
Disinterested you? Oh, go away!
How bored this old man is with his gratitude. I almost wish I allowed him to break his infernal old neck.
But at least tell me the name of my preserver. Gone. And without telling me his name.
His name, sir? That's Mr. John Smith.
John Smith.
Yes, John Smith in 15, the nephew of
James Smith, master mariner who made a fortune at the diggings. It's he!
Who's he?
It's my Smith, my John Smith, the John Smith I've been looking for. But, good gracious, he might have been killed.
Well, now, I call that real generosity, sir, but Lord bless you, sir, Mr. Smith's always at it.
Always at what? Always stopping runaway four-wheelers?
Well, not exactly that, but he's such a harebrained fellow. He's always risking his life in one way or the other. The other day, he undertook to drive a four-wheeler blindfolded down Cheapside in the middle of the day. And tomorrow, he's going to climb down the monument from the outside, head first, for a wager.
Is he? Not if I can prevent it.
Oh, Lord, sir, he don't put a pin's value on his life, he don't.
But I do. A good many pins value. But as we are now residing under the same roof, I'll take good care that... But, gracious goodness!
Why, what's the matter now?
The duel! That infernal duel!
Which you got me into.
Then I'll get you out of it. That's only fair.
But I'm committed to it now.
It shall not, must not take place. Remember Amelia Ann.
Oh, but come now, you know, I said.
Now, gentlemen, if you are ready, I am.
Just a moment, my dear sir. You'll apologize, I suppose.
What, apologize because he knocked my hat over my eyes?
What was that? A joke, a very good joke. Ha ha! Why, people bonnet me about 3 times a day, and ha ha! I like it. Ha ha!
Now, gentlemen, are you coming or are you not?
I'm ready, sir. Lead on.
Ferdinand at your peril. Remember Amelia Ann? My dear young man, I think it just possible that this might be arranged.
Impossible.
Out of the question.
Allow me to explain. You mustn't mind my nephew. He's one of those unreflecting, hot-headed young devils who's always in hot water. But he recognizes the enormity of his behavior, and he regrets it. Don't you, sir? You regret it very much.
What? Come, I like that.
There, he likes it. Don't you hear? He says so.
No, Uncle, I regret it very much. But
There, he regrets it very much. Don't you hear? He regrets it very much.
not a bit of it. I don't regret it at all. Come along, sir.
Come along, sir.
Oh, heavens. How shall I prevent this? Ah! My dear sir, I think it only right to put you in possession of a fact of which you are not aware. My unfortunate nephew is...
Well, sir?
Most melancholy thing, sir. He started graduate school.
But come, you know, I said.
You, Ferdinand, you know you started graduate school. Remember Amelia Ann?
Confound it. Well, I suppose I must. Yes, sir, it's only too true. I'm in graduate school, I'm a gibbering idiot. The toys given to English children naturally reflect the cultural values of British India. Ooh. Possessing of 4 walls, monitored forms of ingress and egress, strict adherence to schedule, and limited access to facilities beyond one's residence, we can thus conclude that a hotel is like a prison.
Well, I sent you word from the first, and as you say, a gibbering idiot. There's no more to be said.
Then that's all right. I must get him away, or there'll be quarreling again. Come along, look alive, Ferdinand.
But I say, it's rather difficult to allow him to suppose that I'm some sort of...
Go along, never mind him.
Very well, I go. Take care, sir. I'm a gibbering idiot just now, and you won't fight me. But mind, spring break may come.
Thank heaven I've got rid of him at last.
Upon my soul, it is very good of you to take so much trouble to deal with that idiot nephew of yours.
Trouble, my dear fellow, it's nothing at all. Haven't you saved my life? And do you think I'd allow you to risk yours?
Well, that's very kind of you, but to be honest, I only accepted the challenge as a legitimate means of ending a miserable life.
A what?
Well, you see, the fact is, why should I bore you with the details of my woe?
What are you going to do?
Well, it is 3 now. At precisely 4, I blow up my brains.
Blow out your brains? Not if I... Come. Tell me all about it. Why, to tell you the truth, I've conceived a gigantic affection for you.
Oh, very good. You should be aware that this results from a love affair.
A love affair? Oh, sly dog. How they?
Yes, with a woman.
Nonsense.
For the past week, I've been in a condition bordering on distraction.
And all for one woman? My dear sir, I thought you were a man of the world.
Well, so I am now, but I shan't be a man of the world for very much longer. At 4, I die.
Young man, let's not be rash. Allow me to intercede with the lady. I'll undertake to bring her to her senses.
What, you?
Yes, I. Give me her address. I'll call on her. She shall be yours. In a month, I'll undertake to dance at your wedding.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Well?
She is a married woman.
A married woman? Agony!
So you see, you've taken on more than you can manage. If Anna Maria does not meet me here...
Anna Maria?
Yes, Anna Maria Cadby. That is her name. Here before 4 o'clock, I blow out my brains.
My wife. Here's a pretty position. My wife on the one hand, and my annual income on the other. How the deuce am I to get over this? Oh, here you are, Mrs. Catterby.
Why, Catterby dear, what in the world's the matter?
Matter, ma'am. Matter enough, ma'am. Mr. John Smith, ma'am, I know all. I am aware of your heartless behavior. He has written to you appointing a meeting.
Which I have refused to keep.
Yes, confound it, that's just it. I mean, hang it. I mean, that was quite right, but don't you know who this John Smith is?
Not I indeed. I just know that for the past week he's bothered me by following me everywhere. He's just intolerable.
Anna Maria, are you aware that this John Smith is a young man on whose life depends our annual income?
And what is that to me?
Why, he loves you.
I know.
And threatens to blow his brains out unless you need him.
Oh, he threatens, but he'll never do it.
But he will, I tell you. I've examined his head, and his destructiveness is absolutely colossal.
Well now, that's very unfortunate. What shall I do?
Well, if you only could manage to see him, and in the course of that interview, endeavor to implant in his mind a hint, a very small hint, that you, in short, that both of you.
I see.
What is it?
Oh, never mind. Leave it to me. I will send him about his business, and with the usual allowance of brain in his skull, too.
You will? Then I trust implicitly to you. Where can I listen? Behind the door.
The hour has struck. And no Anna Maria. I die.
Oh, good heavens. John!
At last.
Then I am not to be deceived. You truly intend.
To blow out my brains? Undoubtedly, madam.
But you cannot die. I do not allow.
Then you consent to love me?
Oh, I did not say that.
Very good. Then I die.
Mr. Smith!
Eh?
Such devoted love could not fail to affect me. My resolution. I cannot help but acknowledge that my affection is returned.
Ecstasy!
The infernal ruffian.
But you must know that when I love, I do not love as other people do. My love is resistless, overwhelming.
So is mine.
A love that brooks no indifference, stops at no obstacle.
Precisely the very kind of love I've always longed for.
We must leave town.
We must.
We'll leave London.
We will.
We'll go to
Pulpneyville.
Pulpneyville. Nonsense. Petroleum.
Petroleum. Oh.
Yes, the oil city.
Oh, this is going too far. I shall go and lock up her clothes.
Do you insist on petroleum?
I do. Does the length of the journey alarm you?
Do take it, my dear girl. Allow me to remark that I am only a lawyer clerk, and I haven't a penny in the world.
What of that? No more have I. We'll leave tonight.
But I say,
We'll travel on foot, hand in hand.
but what of the Atlantic?
Love will lend us his wings. Remember tonight. He won it. Uncalculating, unreflecting love.
Confound it! I didn't expect this. What is... We're in California. I wasn't expecting this. I mean... I was expecting a quiet alone. You know, like Pulpneyville. Cheap hotel?
Papa! Heavens, a man.
Good gracious, a young woman.
Oh, I do believe I have the pleasure of addressing...
Mr. John Smith. Miss Amelia Ann Canterby, I believe, whom I had the pleasure of meeting at the Lysenbitler's ball last winter.
Oh, I remember perfectly.
What a delightful evening it was.
Oh,
11 waltzes, I think?
12.
12, so it was.
Oh.
All the intermediate dances, we sat out together.
So we did. It was a delightful evening.
So kind of you to say so. And we meet again once more. It's like destiny.
Oh, it seems so indeed. Oh, now don't. Here's Papa.
I shall talk to him, shall I? Mr. Canterby, I want to be your son-in-law.
Eh? The devil!
I love your daughter, sir.
The deuce you do. What about my wife? the young woman you were going to petroleum with.
What?
Ah, sly dog.
That overblown, overgrown, uncalculating demi-dowager? No, thank you. I prefer something small and compact. Your Amelia Ann is the very incarnation of everything that is exquisite in a woman. Aren't you, Amelia Ann?
But what about Boker?
Don't bother, Boker.
Yes, Papa. Bother Boker.
Yes, I rather think between the two of you, you will bother Boker. May I inquire as to how you come to know one another?
Why, we danced 12 waltzes together at the Lysenbitler's ball last winter. And over the course of those waltzes, we felt our hearts beat for one another.
But she is engaged to Boker, I tell you.
Well, break it off with Boker. If I don't have your daughter, my blood will be upon your head.
Well, I suppose I must. Poor Boker. How the deuce do I get out of this? There. Take her.
Take who, Amelia?
Never you mind. This is a small matter between John Smith and myself.
But she is engaged to me. You have given me your word.
Yes, I've given my word to you and my daughter to him. After all, you can't have everything.
So if I don't have Amelia Ann, I shall shoot this gentleman.
Oh, good heavens.
And if he marries Amelia, I shoot myself.
But my friends, my dear young friends, what the devil did one Smith mean making my income depend upon the life of his confounded nephew for?
A letter has just arrived from James Smith Mariner for Mr. Canterby.
From James Smith, Master Mariner, give it to me and send for my wife.
Here is your wife, sir.
What? My Aunt Maria is his wife? Confound it.
Well, Mr. Smith, I'm quite ready to start for petroleum.
Hold your tongue. Don't you hear? You're his wife.
My dear, a letter from Smith, the distant relation. My dear friend, knowing as I do that my nephew is a headstrong, harebrained young fellow, I made your income depend upon his life in order that you might have an interest in preserving him from danger. But I have now returned to England for good, and that must henceforth be my care. So I have determined to transfer the dependency upon which your income depends to your daughter Amelia Ann, who is much more likely to outlive you. Thank heaven! I've at last escaped the toils of that vampire. Young man,
Yes.
You can't have my daughter. Boga, marry your cousin.
Oh dear! Oh dear! Whatever shall I do?
Aha, cry away, young girl. I don't care anymore.
Am I to understand that this is your irrevocable determination?
You are to understand that this is my irrevocable determination.
Well, then my mind's made up as well. I'll drown myself tonight.
This is a girl, but, confound it, do you want to ruin me?
Unless I marry John, I die tonight.
There. Take her, I've no help for it.
Well, what about me? I shall expire.
Have I not arranged that Amelia Ann will carve your epitaph with her own fair hands?
You have.
And have I not promised to plant willows about your tomb and water them with my own tears?
I had certainly forgotten that. It's true. And Uncle, I thank you. It more than reconciles me to my fate. Smith, take her. Amelia, take him.
What do I bring you?